Welcome back, guys. Thank you for choosing to tune in again today. We are going to talk about Neptune, this ideal world that we wish we could live on planet Earth, but we are unfortunately not living in an ideal world. We are living on planet Earth, and this world is a world of contrast, and contrast doesn't really exist in the world of Neptune. Now, how do we deal with Neptunian energy, because it is clearly still present in the world of contrast? What do we do with it? How do we apply it to our life? When is it time to take off the rose-colored glasses? And when should we happily dance with them? Is it realistic? Because after all, we are still living in this world where we have a reality. Now, the thing with Neptune is there are multiple realities. There are more realities that you can possibly think of according to Neptune. Everything can be a reality according to Neptune, which again doesn't really gel with what we experience in the world we live in, where we have rules, where we have laws, where we have, all the things that give us boundaries, right? We are living in a Saturnian world. And the question is always, how do we integrate Neptune in this world? Now, when we have Neptune in the natal chart, and wherever we find Neptune in the natal chart, we get a good idea about where our generation, the generation we are born in, where we are at consciously, on our what's our consciousness level, what is our ideal, right? Because Neptune is the ideal. So if you're born with Neptune in Sagittarius, I was born with Neptune in Sagittarius, it's the generation that started the whole idea of making traveling a lifestyle, the idealization of what did we call it? I don't know if we still call it that, but I think we used to call it the digital nomad. That is a very Neptunian ideal of, living. Can people make it work? Yes, but people still make it work within the Saturnian world, right? You pull in Neptunian energy into the Saturnian world. We are not leaving the Saturnian world. If we think we are leaving the Saturnian world and we're going into Neptune land, that's when we kind of lose ground, when we lose the quote-unquote reality, when we can get lost in that world, where once we come back into the Saturnian world, we think, oh, that world isn't good enough, or isn't this enough, or isn't that enough. We come in, or we come back with our rose-colored Neptune glasses and think, oh, this is all not good enough for us anymore. But at the end of the day, we will always, always, always have to realize that we have to integrate Neptune into this world. We cannot do it the other way around, because the whole point of coming here, right, as a soul, you came into this physical body. We're dealing with physicality, and physicality is Saturnian. It's not Neptunian. Neptune is it's not tangible, it's not physical. So we can go there in our meditations, we can go there in different shapes or form. But your art is very Neptunian, it's the Neptune world. But it's still, we are integrating it in the Saturn world. And looking at it as a blessing instead of something that is a problem, that is where you can differentiate yourself from someone that gets things done in this lifetime, and someone that is just the dreamer, right? Because dreaming in itself is beautiful, but you got to take the dream and make it a reality. Remember, the most important thing is to stay aware of what is going on, you know, without losing your vision and the dreams you have for your life. Remind yourself you live in a Saturnian world where we deal with contrast, and start playing with it. Start playing with the contrast, right? It's not like you don't have to become anal about things, or you know, it has to be this way or that way. No, you can play with the contrast, but just remember there is contrast in this sphere we are living in. So I'll see you in the next video.